Hi. Sorry, I got to do a couple of technical things really quick so I can actually see the chat too. Hold on a second. Hey. Yes, you do need to pay for your question. Hi, guys. Thanks, Cal. You know what's really funny is I was like, I wonder if Cal's going to be on. Wow, so many people are here. How's everyone doing? How's Mercury retrograde treating everybody while I fix some things here? All of the information is in the description box below. Lovely girl. Hi. You can send $30 to my PayPal. You love me. Aw. Retrograde in love area sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just sorry to hear that. So this is how it works. If you would like to ask a question, I have 8 spots right now left because I've already had a couple of people send money over. Check the description box below this video. There's a link directly to my PayPal. And so you don't have to like type in an email address or anything like that. I am going to do a general reading. Hi, David. A general energy reading first while we're kind of all getting settled in. Oh, it's transiting your 3rd house. Yeah, the foot and mouth disease is a really big thing right now. I wish I was retrograded back on vacation too. I had vacation. Oh, thank you. I had vacation the first week in March, and I want to be back there so bad. Thanks. It's really comfortable, especially when it's freezing. Thanks, Samora. So everybody's really testing everything today, or just lately. Just the energy is very, oh, Eric's here. Hi, Eric. Everybody's like being tested right now. So I'm going to make a couple of rules in the chat. Because this is kind of a fast-paced thing that happens when we have people asking questions and they're actually paying for their questions, I want to be able to see what's going on with them. So if you come in and you ask a question over and over and over again without paying the $30 and you've been asked not to do that, you will be silenced. It's not because we don't like you. It's not because you're a bad person. I feel like I'm a teacher right now. It's not because you're a bad person. It's just because it messes with my energy when that happens, and I have to be engaged in the chat at all times. So I appreciate it if you can work with me and not against me. That would be really great. If you would like to ask a question, yes, questions are still available, Eric. I love that you're going to ask a question, except you and I are supposed to get together and talk about when you're having your Reiki treatment as well, your Reiki session. I have 8 spots still. I was actually debating on whether I was going to do this, but I have some really good moderators. Like Cal is here. If the moderators could really help me out, that would be fantastic in silencing those that, and I know Cal, are you still at work? That's awesome, Stephen. I remember your reading. I'm really glad you're doing that. And if you ever want to practice on anybody doing the astrology chart, like reading their astrology chart, I am willing to do that for you. I don't typically like to get readings unless I know a person really well. So Janelle, I use for meditation music, I use, hi Jamie. Hi Kaor, you made it. That's awesome. We haven't started with the personal questions yet. We have 8 spots open left, Jamie. Is Tamika here too? I didn't see her. Yes, my PayPal link, Eric, is in the description box. You don't have to put in an email address or anything like that. Just click I think it's in the description box. Oh yeah, it's there. It should be like the first sentence. Okay, sorry. I was going to talk about meditation music. Sorry, Janelle. I go to Hypnotic Labs on YouTube, or you can either look under Hypnotic Labs or Joe Tracy, Treacy. I've been using his meditations for about 2 years now, and he does everything from beginning, like to teach you how to meditate, all the way up to like astral traveling. Okay. Hi, Tamika. So, yes, for the questions, you go to the description box below, and there's a PayPal link, and you click on the PayPal link, and you send $30 directly to my PayPal. And then I will put you on the list. Syl is here as well. 1, 2. Okay, I have 6 spots left. I have 5 spots left. So we have Amanda, Syl, Jamie, Lenny. Eric, you better hurry up if you want to get in here. I'll still do it, I'm sure. Eric's one of my very best friends. If you guys don't know Eric with Divine Conversations, go over to his YouTube channel. He does a morning coffee. Most mornings, he does a morning coffee. Flavia Lima, you're here. Is Debbie Carlton here? She's the first one. Good. Oh, yep, I got it. Eric. I have 3 spots left. There, you know what, Tamika? I agree. Who doesn't know Eric, right? I still say it. Okay, I'm going to do a general energy reading really quick just to kind of get updated on how we're all doing right now. I don't have my water. My throat's really like being obnoxious today. Hi, Jackie. Linda. Okay, I have two spots left. Jackie Green. You should know Eric. Eric is amazing. Go check out his channel, Divine Conversations. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thanks, Eric. I almost asked you if you were going to do happy hour tonight, but I wasn't sure if you just scheduled it or if it was just going to, because I didn't watch the thing this morning. I guess I probably should have. Sorry. I had a rough morning. I will let you know when it's your turn, Amanda. Actually, and you probably could have asked it in the notes section, but that's okay. I'm gonna do the general reading. Are you really are you like pushing me? Don't push. It's okay. Cheyenne's trying to. Now I'm just gonna go slower just because you were pushy. How about that? How about them apples? Okay, I have 2 spots left, you guys. Sorry, Cheyenne. Don't ruin it for everybody else. You do not push the reader. 100%. Do not. And if you know anything about me, you know that patience is 100% necessary. Not being mean, just being real. And you're a Gemini, so you appreciate real. I would never push you to get anything done. Hi. All right. Okay, I've got 2 spots open. Ooh, I have 1 spot open. I'm glad I looked. Hi, Sil. I knew you were here, but you hadn't spoken up yet. Linda, don't ask your question yet. Because I will miss it. I'm not a Sagittarius. Thank you very much. I'm not a Sagittarius. I have a Sagittarius moon. That's cute. How does the rest of March look for the Aquarius? I just did the Aquarius reading. Thank you, Amy Gaga. So the rules again are you will be silenced if you are asking questions and trying to get the free question over and over and over again. The only reason why we're doing that is because it messes with my energy when people do that. It's not because we don't like you. I have 1 question left. No, it was just somebody called me a Sagittarius. It's not that I don't like Sagittarians, because I love Sagittarians. But this week is all about being in alignment to get what you want. Thanks, Aaron. This is all about coming into alignment. If you guys are having trouble coming into alignment, I am doing coaching, alignment coaching. When you come into alignment, things flow a little bit more free to you. And it's easier to acknowledge your life in a way, in a peaceful existence, and allowing yourself to accept the things that are happening instead of forcing things to happen. So we have, hold on a second. Yeah, still have 1 spot left. So we have Justice and the Knight of Cups and the 9 of Cups right here. This is all about coming into alignment to get everything you've ever dreamed of. That's what this week is about. And so if you're feeling really, really, really out of sorts, it's time to go inward, because a lot of you are doing the back and forth. I'm not really sure what to do. I'm not really sure what to do. How do I do this? How do I do this? Right? With the Knight of Wands. So they're asking, the cards are saying you need to go inward with the Hermit. How do you do that? You have boundaries. The universe is trying to tell you right now that you have to place your boundaries in order to allow yourself to come. It's like peace is calling you. Peace is calling you to just quiet down. And that's why one of the reasons why I said these are the rules for the reading tonight, because people are popping off all over the place. The people that are really, really out of alignment, and they're not going to understand where you're coming from. And you have this calm, collective tone in your voice, and you're chill, and you're not letting things trigger you. And you're really, really, oh, look, everybody say hi to Ryan. Ryan's here. So when you're not allowed to, or when you're not allowing other people to trigger you, that's when you know you're in alignment. And those people are, it's going to, like, they're going to lose their shit even more than they did before. Like, they'll be like, oh my God, how are you so calm? Why are you being so calm? And I mean, like, I had a really rough day. I have been tested by people over and over and over again. And the more that I've been tested by people, the more I'm realizing the steps I need to take to keep myself in alignment. So once you get there, it's like, then people are brought into your life. And it's like, I mean, literally the universe is like, all right, Betsy, How aligned are you really? Let's bring this person. Let's bring this person. Let's let this person pop off at you or do something. All right, let's see what the Justice card is. Yes. See? And while you're in alignment or coming into alignment, there's going to be a lot of needing to be patient because everything is coming in divine timing. And the Knight of Pentacles is going so slowly. This is the test. Can you do it? Can you do it? And that's the thing is it's like, are you going to react? Janelle, right. So like you've been shocked with your reactions for the last month. Here's the question. Are you going to react? Are you going to allow yourself to stand back and make them look like a fool or make them like they'll be looking like a fool and you're just sitting back going, oh, well, that's fun. That's great. I mean, that's seriously. And a lot of it is like, if you really, really, really want to get what you want in life and what you're desiring and what you're wishing for, patience is a really big thing. Yeah, keep it inside. Don't react. That pisses people off even more. And you know that people are out of alignment when they get pissed off by being quiet, when you're being quiet. So Temperance, you guys will notice tonight that my speech is really slow. This is what Mercury retrograde does to me. I slow down a lot. So if my speech is really slow, it's because usually when it's not Mercury retrograde, I can talk and think just as fast as at the same time. But when it is Mercury retrograde, it's like I got to think about it and then say it. Otherwise, it'll just go blah, 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 blah. So allow yourself to be patient for what you want because you don't want to be a beggar. Like to me, the Page of Cups is begging. The Knight of Cups is actually moving forward and allowing yourself to move forward at a decent pace. But the Page of Cups is more of a begging energy. Like, I want more. I need more. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Hold on a second. Okay, I still have one spot left, you guys. I'm going to close it out here in just a second. Nine of Cups. Getting everything you want. And if you look, this guy, oh, look at that. What do you guys want? Lovers. What is it that you really want? Tell me. That was obvious. All right. So what you really, truly are desiring and trying to manifest is either a Gemini or you're trying to manifest that union. But if you're trying to manifest this union and you're not being patient for it, and you're begging for it, begging the universe for it, instead of just letting it come to you, if you're out of alignment, this union, like you're wasting your energy. You're totally wasting your energy if you're trying to beg to get to there, to get to that point. Instead, you align yourself. Bookmarked page. Hi. So, how do you manifest union? How do you manifest the relationship that you want? You stop doing this. Hi, Kayla. Stop doing this back and forth, back and forth. Where do I go? What do I do? How am I doing it? This, and this. You go inward instead. Let's see what the Virgo, the Hermit card, has to say. I called it the Virgo. Oh, yeah. See, now this is the thing. Why is it so hard to come into union with the person you want to come into union with? Because you're holding on to it too tightly. And the universe is trying to say, you got to let go. Give it to me. The universe is begging you to trust it. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. And everybody is like, all right, Nick. Nick is the last one. Readings are closed. Oh, wait. Are you Miss Thrift? Nick, are you Miss Thrift? We'll figure it out. How do you go inward? You get quiet. You meditate. You stop distracting yourself with all the things. You allow yourself to get heart-centered. And I mean, and that's the thing, just the fact that people have to say, how do I go inward? If you don't know how to get in touch with your true essence, your true self, that's the first step. And that's kind of a problem if you don't know how to do it. So you have to allow yourself, Rick, to get quiet. All right. Awesome, Nick. Thanks for answering me. Is your real name Nicole? I'm just curious. Or Nicholas, or I can't tell. I like your Nick Warrior Buddha name. But the harder you hold on to what you want, the more you're, I mean, like, look at this guy in the Four of Pentacles. He's such a miser. Nicole. All right. That's what I thought. He's such a miser. If he doesn't let go of one of those pentacles, he's not going to be able to offer or to get anything else that the universe is trying to offer him. And I say this all the time. And with the Knight of Wands here, it's like, it's almost like, you know, sometimes I want to hold on to this, and some, you don't even know if that's what you want to hold on to. You're not even like allowing yourself to figure that out first. Like, you don't even know what you want. You know what you want, but do you really know what you want? Do you really know what you're asking for? So you go inward. And when you go inward, it's the emotional side of things with the divine masculine for sure that's happening right now. The King of Cups, Page of Wands on the Hermit. So now is a really emotional time. And that's not a bad thing. That's the biggest thing about existing during this Mercury retrograde. It's a very strange Mercury retrograde because it's coming in contact with Pluto. See, exactly, right? That's exactly what I meant. It's coming in contact with Pluto, Jupiter, and Neptune, specifically conjunct, sextile, and squared with Neptune, Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto 3 times during its transit through Pisces. So during the Mercury retrograde, it happened twice. So it's asking you to get emotional. And people will, seriously, when somebody says get emotional, they're like it's a bad thing. Why is having emotions a bad thing? It's human. Like, we're allowed to tell ourselves, I'm not in a good mood. I'm upset. I'm this, I'm that. I need to cry. I need to scream. I need to get angry. It's okay. It's totally okay to have emotions. So let yourself do it. And if you even have to voice your emotions, because the Page of Wands is saying you can do it with emotional maturity. You don't have to pop off on people. But going inward is going to show you that. And getting quiet first and realizing what it is you need to say in an emotionally mature way, which is what the King of Cups does, is 100% the smartest thing to do right now. Because logic, there are no swords out here right now. And I've said this in every single reading for this month. If you try and logically figure something out right now, you're just going to get it more convoluted. It's just going to get more confusing. You have to allow yourself to feel through things. And if you get to a point to where you can't figure something out with somebody else, you back away and you say, I need some time. I got to step away from this for a minute. I am not in the space to deal with this right now. That is what being in alignment means. Because you're allowing yourself to have boundaries. You're giving the other person personal space. You're allowing the situation to cool off to come back to it later, at a later date when both of you are back in a better space. Right? And this is, it's like we're all being taught how to become adults. Welcome. Welcome to adulthood, right? Welcome. Join us. Join us for adulthood. It is very interesting. It's a very interesting time. You know what? I actually like this Mercury retrograde. It hasn't been easy. but it's been very, very adulting hard, right? Hashtag adulting hard. I like that. It hasn't been easy, but it doesn't have to be a disaster. And I mean, the more you think about how hard it is, or how much this sucks, or how much this sucks, or how much this sucks, the harder it's going to be. I mean, you can beat yourself up through the whole thing if you want to, and everybody else while you're in the way. It's like taking a bowling ball and knocking down all the pins. Welcome to Mercury retrograde, right? And you don't even do it like in a good, like you're not even trying to do it in a good positive way. It's like you throw it overhand down the, yeah. So the 7 of Cups on Judgment. Oh, I was like, I don't make it harder. I don't know. You do. You can make it a lot harder than it has to be. It's all programming. It's all Mercury retrograde. Oh my God, it's so terrible. It's so hard. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't. Mercury retrograde does not have to be hard. If you flow with the energy and you allow it to make you stop when you need to stop, make you feel when you need to feel, and make you get going when you need to get going. There will be ups and downs through the whole thing. It's how you're using the energy, not how you're, and I have so much, I mean, I tell this to everybody. I have so much Mercury in my chart that I can't even wear watches. I go through phones every 6 months. You guys have seen the technology that I've had, the technical issues I've had. I've had 3 different webcams in the last year. Like, I repel technology, and it's all because of the Mercury that I hold in my energetic field. I still don't let it get to me. I used to, but when you decide, when you make a choice to be an adult and decide that you're not going, and sometimes I'm not necessarily an adult, but it's your choice. Well, Ryan, that's because you've had the same phone for like 20 years or something. Yeah, exactly. I broke Ryan's iPhone when I was there. Like, it was perfectly fine. It was doing perfectly fine. And I showed up and it was on its last legs anyways. So the 7 of Cups on Judgment. You have a lot of things going on right now, and everything is really, really confusing. Really confusing. And you can make it worse. But the universe is asking you to slow down the shade. No. All kinds of things break during retrograde. So allow yourself during this confusing time to just slow down. I feel like there are a lot of options to choose from right now. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that you got to deal with. And just because it's Mercury retrograde, I know, it's so weird. Just because it's Mercury retrograde doesn't mean this right here is false. Misconception about Mercury retrograde. Signing documents, making decisions, starting new projects. If it's meant to happen, if it's for your soul's growth, you can do stuff like that. Mercury retrograde is not a time for you to stop living your life at all. But allowing yourself to recognize what is good for your soul's growth and what is not good for your soul's growth. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the problems that I've had with getting my new website put up. And we were actually planning on launching it before Mercury retrograde started, like a couple of days before. It was in the shadow period and it didn't happen. It didn't work out the way that we wanted it to work out. So then we tried again and then everything broke. And so we had to revert back to the old website, but my website was down for like a day and a half before we reverted back to the old one. And I just told my website designer, I was like, you know what? It's probably not supposed to happen right now. Let's wait a week. Let's wait a couple of weeks. Like, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not like I could have really lost my shit over the fact that my new website wasn't up. But is that really life or death circumstance? No. And during the time that it was down for a day and a half, we were able to like do other things. It's not about, getting cosmetic surgery. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about the cosmetic. I mean, if you already have it planned, why not? Thank you, Arieli. Is that how you say it? Arieli Burgos? It's a very pretty name. I don't know how to say it, but it's pretty. So, we're going to start the personal readings. Will it matter in 5 years? Mercury gets a bad rap. It's so frustrating. It's such a bad rap. Stop beating up my planet. You know, that's my ruling planet too. So it's like, stop beating it up. Stop beating it up. Is Debbie Carlton here? She's my first person. Poor Mercury. I feel so bad for it sometimes. Just trying to help people slow down a little. It's trying to tell people to take vacation, take a little time off. There's nothing wrong with that. I need a Debbie Carlton. If Debbie's not here, we're going to move on to Kaori. Shush, Cal. I know, I need another vacation already. I even said that like weeks ago that I should probably go on vacation during Mercury retrograde. And I went before. Hi, Debbie. Okay. Health and your surgery. Relationships don't always have to suck. You're just with the wrong person. Hi, Anya. Are you leaving? I got you, Debbie. I see you. I just want to make sure these are good and shuffled. Okay, so I feel like, Debbie, I feel like you have a lot of help at home. Well, Maisie, all of the readings are closed right now. All of the readings are closed for today. Why do I feel like the chat is going slower than everything else? Hold on a second. Here we go. It's actually my blankie. He was tired of me stealing his. Is Debbie still here? Yeah, my chat froze there for a minute, and I think I lost like a minute of it. All the readings are closed for today. Oh, that's why you're worried about the health stuff. Okay, I feel like I'm picking up on somebody else's energy. That's why I wanted to shuffle. Yes, it's true. You can be a triple Taurus. Debbie, if you don't have anybody to help you out, I feel like that's the biggest thing that you need. Well, but that's the thing though, is is it like a physical thing where you're going to need somebody to help you in a physical way? Because I feel like you need to do you have anybody in your spiritual community? Like, do you go to church or anything? I don't think now's the time. I think that you need to have like some actual kind of physical assistance for you. So I have the Hierophant and I have Justice. The King of Swords and the Knight of Swords, to me, the King of Swords makes me feel like an authority figure, or like a lot of times he'll come out if he's a lawyer or a doctor or something like that. And I feel like your doctors will even be concerned if you don't have like some kind of physical support there for you. That was my first thing when and like the first 3 cards that came out, I was like, it makes sense now. I don't think that I was picking up. Bye, Ryan. Oh, yeah. If you're having a total knee replacement, you're going to need somebody with you, like in a physical way. And I think that your doctors are going to say the same thing to you. In fact, I don't even know if they let you. I don't know if they let you actually, like, they even keep, is your favorite name? What's your favorite name? And I think that you do have the emotional support, and that's fine, but you're going to need somebody that's going to like get up and get you food and get you this, get you that, all of that stuff. Like 100%, that's what this is saying. The only way that this is going to work for you is if you have like a stable foundation. Yeah, I know. It's really frustrating. I'm really sorry that that's happening, but you got to have somebody there with you. You got to have somebody there with you. You have to have some kind of stable security there with you. Bye, Lori. Thanks for being here. I hate to tell you that, but I wouldn't even feel comfortable. Like, I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything, so, but, and I'm sure that you need to have that done. But I feel like you need to have a friend there, a family member, somebody that you can count on, especially because it's your knee. So, I mean, you don't have to take my word for it, but I bet that if you even ask, I'm sure that there are people, you can get like a home nurse or something like that can help you out for stuff like that. I'm sorry that that's probably not the news that you wanted to hear, but that's what I'm getting. I wish that could have been better news. I feel kind of bad that it was bad news. Ooh. Kaori, you're up next. Are you still there, Debbie? Does that make sense? Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to pull it off by yourself. I mean, again, you have free will. You don't have to listen to what I said, but... Hi, Heather. All of the questions are closed for today. Yeah, I can't control the cards, but it makes me sad that I can't give you the answer, give you guys the answers that you want to hear, even though I know that you're welcome, Debbie. Even though I know that like it's for your best to hear, even if you don't want to hear it. All right, Kay, is that how you say your name, Kaori? Thanks, Cheyenne. I hope you're able to find somebody to help you, Debbie. I really do. All right, Kaori, let's see what your divine masculine's energy is towards you right now. They sure do. I know. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the messenger. I know. There were like 3 cards that flipped over in here. I almost feel like using a different deck. Where are you, little? There are like 3 cards that flipped over, and there's only one that's showing. Oh, there's another one. Okay, so Kaori, I am assuming that it's hard. Close enough. Okay. I'm assuming that you guys are not in contact with each other. So it's funny. It's like he thinks about long-term with you. I feel like this is his higher self coming through, honestly. The Hierophant and the 10 of Pentacles came out. So I feel like he thinks about a future with you. I feel like he thinks about something stable with you, but he's not consistent on it. And I'm pretty sure that this is the feeling, that this is why you don't know if that's how he feels for sure, is because it's wishy-washy. So what I want you to go with, and what I want you to is to not hold on to the energy of what he's doing or how he's living his existence, because the more you're stuck in the way he's living and how he feels towards you and what he's thinking, the more you're not going to live your own life, and the harder it's going to be for you to move forward. Now, the things that have happened up until now have left you in a lack mentality, right? And I think that he feels the same. It's almost like he recognizes that things could be better than they are in his life, but because he knows the connection is strong, the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles, but there's this lack mentality that he's holding on to. And that's going to cross over into your energy. I just feel like he's not ready. Like the Knight of Wands makes me feel like he's not ready for any kind of commitment at all. So let's see. Knight of Wands. I will tell you, though, that the more you align within yourself, the more he's going to align within his energy, too. Bye, Magical. Why is this? It keeps happening. The freezing of the chat. That's what I'm going to call it from now on, the freezing of the chat. Not all Sagittarians are weirdos. Yeah, so again, I do feel like he thinks of things long-term with you. Okay, I do think that he thinks long-term commitment with you, but he has to fulfill himself first. Getting the Ace of Cups on the Knight of Wands, first of all, He's not entirely sure what direction he wants to go, but that's because he's also, he needs to love himself. He needs to fill up his own cup, and not in like an arrogant way. When I say he needs to fill up his own cup, he needs to heal some wounds in his life. He needs to allow himself to grow and to align within himself as well. So you need to do that. The biggest thing that you have to remember is the more you come into alignment with yourself, if you guys are that energetically connected, he will come into alignment too. And it's actually going to happen, and he's not even going to realize what's happening to him. Like, he won't. He just won't realize it. There are days where like I'll be, you know, I'll notice that I'm more in alignment than I usually am, or like there are days that are so much easier for me to be in alignment and days that I'm not being tested. And, you know, same thing is going on Ryan's end too. So you don't have to, and he'll just be like, I'm just having a really good day today. And I'm like, oh, are you? Huh, funny. Go figure. The thing is he's not seeing the good in that. He's not seeing the good that can come out of it yet. I think that's the whole problem with the Two of Swords, clarifying the Six of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. He's not seeing the good that come out of it. There's this lack mentality that he has. And I feel like part of it's he's carried over from his childhood. So even if he feels like he could have a long-term relationship with you, or he could have something really good with you for, I mean, this could be really, really good, but he's not seeing that right now. Right now, the energy that he's sitting in for himself is a lack mentality. You don't want to be with somebody that's like that way. And you don't want to be with somebody who doesn't know how to grow quite yet. Because I feel like he's not quite sure what to do for growth. Does that make sense? Okay, Yori. I actually have, yeah, he needs to be able to take care of himself. And that's that's a lesson that he's learning right now. Arieli, I actually have a tarot class this Sunday that teaches you how to read the cards in the storyteller way that I read it, not in like the traditional tarot way. I hope that helped. I do feel like he wants to have something long-term. It's fearlessintuition.net. All of that information is in the description box too. But Kayori, I hope that helped. And I want you to really recognize that the more you align with yourself, the more he's going to align too. All you have to do is go to my website, Fearless. I didn't even realize that this was going to be a thing. But if you want to sign up for the tarot class on Sunday, I think that there are 7 spots left. There's only 7. It's a small class. But fearlessintuition.net, just sign up there, and I'll send you a link. It's going to be online, and it'll be like face-to-face online in a class setting. Okay. All right. Is Amanda? That's really funny that you're obsessed with Sagittarius. Hold on, I gotta get more coffee. Give me a second. All right. All the readings are closed. Hi, Amanda. I got it. Yeah, I just want to make sure you're here. What's your question? If I don't know when you sent it. If you sent it a long time ago, I'm not going to see it. You're going to have to send it again because that's way up there. I mean, there's a lot of people in chat right now, so I must have missed it. Please stop asking about the Tauruses this month. If you want to know about the love possibilities for Taurus this month, you can go check out your reading that I did. The rule is if you keep asking the same question over and over and over again, single mom, a beautiful 8. Oh, sure. Fantastic. So are you going to get the job that you're interviewing for? Thanks, Cal. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to tell you that you're going to mess with my energy if you ask me the same question over and over and over again, and we've already told you to stop doing it. Libras are killing it this year. All right, Amanda, let's see if you're going to get the job you're interviewing for. Ooh. Seems like a pretty good opportunity. I think that you already feel it. I think you already kind of feel that you will. So we have the Ace of Wands and the High Priestess. Kind of feeling like you already know, like you have a really good feeling about it anyways. So I don't want you to go into a lack mentality. Like, I don't want you to, you've got to change your mindset. You are the one that's going to, you're going to sabotage yourself from not getting this. You have to go in with confidence. If you go into this job interview in a 5 of Pentacles state, well, I can't tell you exactly where it is right now, but if you want to email me, I can do it afterwards. Okay, Catherine? Kind of in the middle of something. So, okay. If you feel like you're not good enough for this job, the only way that you will not get this job is if you go in there with a mindset that you're not going to get the job. Okay? Because your mind, your energy, and this is all about law of attraction right here, okay? Your energy is what's going to bring this opportunity to you because you already have a feeling that you're going to get it. But you keep doing this back and forth thing. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I need to do this or this or this. Or you like second guess your qualities. Oh, stop it. Stop. Stop. Don't. Like, that's got to end, right? The Death card and the Queen of Wands here is saying that you need to go in there with all the confidence in the world and allow yourself to, and give yourself permission to be confident. If you're qualified for the job, then why are you even thinking that it's like, no. Now, I will say that if you go in there and you push and push and push for the job and it doesn't happen for you, that doesn't mean that you weren't qualified for that job. That means that there's probably something bigger coming to you, or you have to take a different route, or you have to go a different way, a different road. We don't always get everything that we want or what we're planning for. The thing is the biggest way for you to not get what you want or what you're planning for is if you already have in your mindset that you're not going to get it. I do need a close sign. Ryan and I were actually talking about that. He wants me to do this like whole web TV thing. Let's see. I'm going to clarify a couple of these, Amanda, but I already feel like this is going to be a good level up for you. Yeah. Your burden here is that you're not going to have your 10 of Cups. Like you're holding on to an unnecessary burden because you actually have what you need right now. And if you were just to acknowledge that what you have in your life and what you need, you're actually secure in where you are already. Even though you're a single mom to twin 8-month-old babies, I mean, sister, you're preaching to the choir because mom has been a single mom to 3 boys. I've probably been a single mom more in my life than I have been a married mom. A not single mom. So, I just don't want you to go in there with the burden that you're not going to get it. Anyone else just can't stop looking at her eyebrows. That's so funny. So, Ariel, he's killing me. Yeah, I know. I have really good eyebrows. I have really good eyebrows. That's okay, Teresa. Thank you for respecting it. Appreciate that. And if anybody does send me money now that questions are closed, you'll have to wait till the next session because I won't refund. Shout out to single moms. Yeah. You know, but even moms that aren't single moms, we're all super women. But yeah, single moms, man. So, all right, air of confidence. Air of confidence, Amanda. You can do this. You can do it. You can do it. I promise. All right, Sil. That is a long ass question, Sil. Sorry, I was reading. I bet it will be nice to be independent again, Amanda. I totally understand that. And remember that you have self-worth without a job, but I do understand what it's going to feel like to have the self-worth there. It is very long-winded, but you're an Aquarius, so you know, you can just pop it up there, Cal. The link for it. I'm losing I'm losing people who are watching it like they're like dropping like flies. It's pretty funny. I just noticed like the number keeps on. Good night, Macy. All right. So are you guys basically is it going to be okay since you guys lost this supplier? Shout out to single dads too. That's true. Shout out to single dads too. They work hard. I will 100%. You're welcome, Amanda. You have a good evening too, sweetie. All right, Sil, let's see. Let's see if you're going to get a better supplier. This is going to, oh yeah, you'll manifest one. I don't even think I need any more cards, but I'll give you more cards. So the Magician, you'll make it happen. What did we talk about in your last reading? We talked about, or like the big one, the personal one we did. Like you're the one that everybody counts on because you're the one that has you're like the brains of the operation. So I don't think that there's, I think that you're the one that's going to be able to make it happen. I think you're going to be able to one that's going to be, you'll find another supplier. I'm not even worried about that. And it's going to be somebody that's better too. It's going to be somebody, you're going to be able to communicate with it. You'll make the choice. So I know this is the Lover's card, but sometimes the Lover's card talks about making a choice too. having options and making a choice. Also, don't you deal with a Gemini? Who's the Gemini around you? You don't feel like one there. What do you mean? Oh, you don't feel like you're the brains of the operation. That's because everybody else tells you that you're not, but I guarantee you. Oh, there's a lot of mercurial energy here. Wait until it goes direct. Wait until Mercury goes direct, and then you'll be able to communicate better. Yes, wait until, yeah, all sorts of communication cards here. A lot of communication cards. I think if you do the research right now and then you actually go to one of your aunts or the people in charge, see, communication. The thing is, I don't want you to get lost. See, here's the thing, Zil, is the fact that they like break you down all the time is my only concern with this, because I think that you'll actually be really, really good at finding another supplier, but you have to stand up for yourself. You have to stand strong, because they're going to try and prove you wrong, or like not prove you right in some way or something like that. So first of all, wait until after Mercury's direct. That'll be your best time to actually talk to people, but you can do the research and stuff now for it. I think that you might actually shock somebody. I know. They always knock you down. And they will. They'll try to, but I think that you're going to prove them wrong. That Magician card coming out first made me feel really good. I think you'll shock them. Yes, I think you will shock them with all your skills, your mad skills. Trust in yourself. Wait until after Mercury retrograde. I think that you need to do the research to find the supplier and then put it on them. Yep, that's all I got. I hope that helped you. I always feel like, I don't know. I mean, I always feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place for sure. With those aunts. Those aunts are rough. Rough, rough, rough. All right, Jamie. Jamie X. You know what? I'm really going to use, I haven't used this set of cards in a hot minute, but I've been called to them all day. Like, I keep looking over there. Good. I'm glad that that helped. Retrograde is over on the 28th, but then we have 2 weeks of shadow. Yeah, Tamika, Sil and I have talked about not letting them do that, like, so much, but it's the aunts. Like, you can't, it's like family, and it's a family, but I mean, it's just a big old convoluted family thing. So you kind of gotta. Retrograde doesn't really mess with me that much. It just makes me talk slower. It makes me pay attention to what I'm doing. It makes me slow down. And I think that I've always been really good with like there was one retrograde where I was trying to force myself to work. That's why you guys haven't really seen a lot of me during this retrograde so far. Because the last time I went through, it was this time last year, the first retrograde of 2018, I got like deathly ill and I was sick for like a month. It was really, really bad. You should just go with the energy. You shouldn't do anything except for what you feel. How about that? Is Jamie here? I mean, I was like super, super sick. I wasn't sick this time. I actually started to feel like I was getting sick. And then I did not, Lenny. You are, there you are, Jamie. You are after Jamie. And then it's Eric after Lenny. And then Linda, and then Catherine, and then Nick. You're welcome. Samira, is that how you say that? Samira, I love that name. That's so pretty. All right, Jamie, how is Mark feeling about you? Get a new deck of cards because I really felt like they've been calling me all day. I miss them, actually. I haven't used them in so long. Maybe I'll use these for all the soulmate readings for March. Oh, something's changing. Is Mark an air sign or is he just being cold? I'm not a Pisces. I'm a Virgo, so close. I have the Six of Cups. I have the Wheel of Fortune. And, oh, that's why he came out as the King of Swords. A cold-ass Taurus always comes out as the King of Swords. I'm opposite. It does make sense, though. This deck is the Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis. All right, Jamie. Something is changing. The wheel is turning. He really sees you, even though he's not showing it. He's not showing it. But he actually thinks very, very highly of you with the Six of Wands and the Empress. It's almost, does he think that you're too good for him? Has he ever said that to you before? You have no clue. So you guys aren't speaking to each other at all, basically. All right. I got to clarify this Wheel of Fortune to see. That's the same like before. The last time we did the reading. Yep. Okay. Something is cracking his emotional shell because Tauruses also come out when they're really, really emotional as the King of Cups. It's so funny that that happens. You're not going to remember what in 5 minutes. Anyway, I don't think so. How long has it been? I'm not even going to ask you that question. It doesn't matter. Something, I feel like he's emotionally thinking about the past, but yeah, he's not going to talk to you about it. He's not like thinking about the past, or he's not going to open up about the past. Are you guys like, oh, it's only been a week. He's emotional about you being single or you being able to take care of yourself. Like something's changing, Jamie. Something is really, really changing within him. He may be shut down right now, but I think that he's getting honest with his feelings. He's really, really, really having to get honest with his feelings. Sorry, Arielle, I can't answer all those questions right now. Whatever has gone on in the past with him, whether it's his childhood or something, something's cracking within him. He's being forced to look at his emotions. He's being forced to, feel and rebuild from it. I don't know what happened between the two of you. Oh, okay. So you are leaving your husband. That's interesting. That's, I think that the thing is like when the relationship that you guys have had, that might be what the energy shift is. The relationship that you guys have had in the past, it has to be different from here on out. Things have to change in order, because it's not like you're evolving as a person and he's evolving as a person. So you both have to acknowledge that things are changing and then work with each other on it. And I think that all of the emotional stuff that's going on, he's having to kind of like think of things in a different way and actually rebuild from whatever past experience you guys have been through. So it's bringing, and it's this, you becoming single, and it's almost as if he's having to emotionally like reset himself in a way. It's really hard to explain the feelings that I'm getting, but I mean, he knows that you're really good on your own. He knows that you're really, really independent. He knows that you can take care of yourself. And that might be a fear of his. A lot of times when they shut down and they stop talking to us is because they're afraid. I know that when I get into my divine masculine side, like, because I have such an alignment between the two, some days I'm in the divine masculine and some days I'm in the divine feminine. When I'm in the divine masculine, I'm a runner like a motherfucker. Like, I'll be like, nope, I don't want to do this. And the reason why I shut down is because I don't want to get hurt. And I recognize when I do it now, but that's what divine masculines will do. They'll shut down so they're not the ones that are getting hurt. They're actually like shutting it off before they can get hurt, whether it hurts them or not. I don't know. Does that make sense, Jamie? What I'm saying there, or because sometimes I say things that don't make sense and I'm like, maybe that'll just make sense to them. Yeah. It's hitting you in a weird way. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think that you have anything to worry about. I think that he will open up to you eventually. Like I've said to everybody, right now is not the time to try to logically figure things out. Well, he's probably being quiet because he's not open. He's not opening up to anything. Even his energy is all shut down. I mean, like, this is a shut down person. It is very hard to get the King of Swords to open up. But when I was clarifying the Six of Wands and the Empress, thank you, PTSWMN. I don't know. Thank you for the donation of $1.99. I appreciate it. You never tried to figure him. I don't know what that means. Thanks, Carrie. So when I was clarifying the Empress and the Six of Wands, I got the Nine of Swords in reverse. And you guys know that I don't typically read reversals, but getting this card, I mean, it until I actually notice it. So I feel like the Nine of Swords in reverse is telling you, you don't need to worry about it. He thinks very, very highly of you. And I think that we talked about this before. The questions are closed for the evening. PTSWMN. The questions are closed for the evening. But if you were to ask a question, it would be $30. And all of the information is in my description box. But there aren't any more questions for this evening. I hope that helped, Jamie. You never tried to figure him. Thank you for the $1. Yes, I don't understand what you're saying. Like the choppy, I never tried to figure him. Yes, we have. I don't know what those mean. Like the choppy answers. Because I think I'm getting them late. I don't know. It's like delayed or something. Oh, okay. He's always a King of Swords. All right. Well, inside, believe it or not, inside, he's actually a little bit more mushy than that. They just don't, Tauruses don't like to open up. The chat is slow. I've noticed that. Okay. I just feel like you don't need to worry. I feel like he's going to open back up to you. I think that you just need to worry about what you're doing. Sounds like he might have some Virgo in him. Virgos are really mysterious too. Like ridiculous, in a ridiculous kind of way. A ridiculous. I want you to focus on your journey and where you're going. And I know that it's been tough because after not talking to him for a week, it's been tough. But I am very familiar with Taurus energy. And I kind of feel like they just need space right now. I mean, Uranus just came back into their sign. And that was kind of a jolt. It was kind of it was rough, and Mercury retrograde is rough too. So, just really, really focus on yourself for sure. 100%. All right, Linny. You're welcome, Janie. All right, Linny. Thanks, Catherine. Is Linny here? All the space for the Taurians. All of it. Do not poke the bull right now, please. Okay. Virgo twin on 9 of 10 years. Okay. So what is your Virgo? It is a chakra bracelet. Lene. Sorry. He's not sure if he wants to communicate with you. I don't know what sign you are, but if you're not patient with Virgos right now, you're not really going to get anywhere, honestly. Virgos are also having a really tough time. It's Mercury retrograde. We don't really know what we're doing on a minute-to-minute basis. I have the Two of Swords and the Page of Wands. I really, really feel... Thank you, Gabrielle. I really feel, Lene, that Lene is a Sagittarius. Oh, really? And you don't have patience? You got to have patience right now. Got to have patience right now. Yeah, she did test. She tested the Virgo's patience earlier. I handled it well. I actually am like the most patient person on the planet, honestly. Like you really, really have to get me going. But I am not afraid to tell you how I feel. I am from Kansas. I got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. I don't think he's ready to communicate right now. I think he kind of wants to be left alone in his emotions, honestly. 9 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. If a Virgo is coming out as the King of Cups, that means he's trying to control the chaos that is around him, and he's not doing so well at it. So I highly 100% suggest to just take a step back, send him your love. He is being tested right now. He's got healthy boundaries because he feels like he's in a 5 of Pentacles state. The 7 of Wands and 5 of Pentacles. He needs to... So Trill. Hi. He's in this lack mentality. He feels like he can't really get anything right. When Virgos can't figure things out, Hi, Sylvia. Everybody say hi to my lovely friend, Sylvia. When a Virgo can't figure something out in their life, they will shut down. And it's not personal. Means nothing to it. It doesn't mean anything. I will say that if he continues to be wishy-washy, like over and over and over again, I think that you should just pull back and let it be. If a Virgo wants to be around you, they will be around you. They will stop at nothing to be around you. And if a Virgo doesn't want to be around you, you will know, because you won't hear from them. They won't talk to you. Nothing. They won't make plans. So, and you can't really take it personally when, you don't know what's going on in his life or what the deal is. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I feel really like I want to apologize on behalf of all Virgos. But oh, trust me, Regina. I know how Geminis are. That's why I was able to just get over it. I don't know if that made sense, Lene. True. Virgos are, it's kind of true. Like, I don't even think he's throwing shade. I think he's just being super honest. It's so true. It really is. And I'm not even throwing shade at Virgos. Like, if we don't want to deal with something head on or face to face and head on, we're out. It's like you can see the trail of dust behind us. That's how fast it goes. There isn't a worse sign. We all have bad qualities. We all have good qualities. Sometimes, like if you're an adult I don't do ghosting, but I'm an adult. So Eric knows too. I think Eric and Cal could probably have some conversations about Virgo's ghosting. I'm not saying that you should walk away, Lene. I think that if he's not treating you with respect, then 100% walk away. I think right now he has some things that are going on that are making him emotional. And when Virgos get emotional, they shut down. Now, if he continues to do that to you, yes, 100% walk away. I'm a firm believer in not holding on to anything that's not good for you. And if it's making you, if it's making you doubt yourself or making you go crazy, no, like don't do it. Don't stick around with somebody just because they cute, or just because, especially if they're your twin flame and they're ghosting you. No, that's not okay. Having no respect isn't sexy. That should be on a t-shirt. Did that make sense, Lene? I don't even know if I helped you with that. I kind of feel like my brain is a little bit fried. You should, and you should call it a Sylvia-ism. I have a new t-shirt line coming out with Betsy-isms on them. They will be available in the next couple of weeks to buy. You should do it in Italian. You should do it in Italian, Sylvia, and then do like subtitles, like English subtitles. That would be awesome. Well, Lene, as long as he, like my thing is If they're not choosing you every single day, then you don't need to be choosing him every single day. Don't waste your energy on somebody that's not choosing you. Now, if you can be friends with him and you're okay with the intermittent stuff, that's fine. But, you know, don't put all your energy into one basket. It's 5:55, by the way. I've been seeing that again a lot. I saw it yesterday also. Big change is coming. Big change is coming. All right, Eric, my love. Of course you don't, Cal. You love me. Oh, you gave... This is why I love Eric so much. He gave me a tip. General guidance. Oh, man. Well, and fives are just all about changes. And I used to be like, oh my God, I don't want to see fives anymore. I can't have it. But you know who changed my mind on that was Ryan. Changed my mind. He's like, but it's good changes. Things are happening for the better. You got to have change to have better things come in. Even if it's a little difficult, you still got to have the change. Of course he's right. I hate it when he's right. Most of the time. Never thought I'd meet somebody in my life that was more right than I am. Yeah. I'm shuffling because I want to get a good one for you. I met somebody that's more right than me. That's on recording too. Oh, funny. Ooh. Ew. Okay. The burdens that you're carrying right now about all these new beginnings that you're having are unwarranted, unnecessary. Stop driving yourself crazy. Bye, Arieli. It was so good to have you here. You know what? I don't do much to my eyebrows. They actually need to have some attention. This is what it looks like when my eyebrows need to have attention. Can you imagine? Ryan is a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. So 10 of Wands and the Empress. I know that there are a lot of new things that are coming up for you. And I know that you're trying to get the creative aspect out of it. But the fact that you're holding on to these as burdens and not as opportunities is what concerns me. Because the Empress is saying that spring is coming, new things are coming, new things are being blossomed. You are, yeah, Emily, it is. We'll just put it that way. It is. You are coming into a time of really big growth. And you got to take some chances. You have to allow yourself to risk it. And I know that he's a Sagittarius rising too, so he's really is a truth seeker. But the Nine of Swords and the Fool here, I mean, you know, right? Like the fear is very, very real, but the fear is what's stopping you. You can't. Why? Because the 10 of Cups is on the other side of that fear. On the other side of illusion, on the other side of what you think you want is what's real. So, I just want to be like, stop it. Stop it. I know, man. All right. And I'm like, we got to do your Reiki session. We got to do your Reiki session because we need to let go. We got to figure out what's blocking you right now. These emotions that you're so, I want you to feel all of it coming. I want you to feel all of it coming. I don't want you to feel, I don't want you to think there, you know, the logic that you're trying to figure this out in, it's not going to work, right? You got to get into that water side. The Queen of Cups popped out on the Empress. You got to get in that water side of you. You got to get into the emotional side and let it happen. Like, don't let yourself shut down just because it's hard. Shutting down, and when you cry, make it, sorry, I don't mean to be like spilling all your tea right here. I feel kind of bad, but you need to hear it. I don't know. Do you want me to do this later? Don't let the burdens get you down. When you are feeling the emotions and you're releasing it, what's the word I'm trying to think of? See what Mercury's doing to me. Let it be, shoot. The word is like right on the tip of my tongue. Hold on a second. I'm going to clarify it really quick. Oh, the burden is you don't know what to do. The burden is you don't know what to do. And that's the thing is, I think that you're focusing on too many things. You got to focus on one thing. And that's, that is the, so the 2 of Pentacles here on the 10 of Wands. The burden that you're carrying is that you keep trying to juggle too many ideas, too many creative ideas that you want to emotionally invest in. You need to stop. Right, exactly. You need to stop and take a risk on one of them. And the thing is also is you think the one that you've already taken the risk on isn't going to profit you or isn't what you want to do. But again, I want to say this too shall pass, because the anxiety that you're feeling over what you're currently doing, like 100%, I'm kind of feeling the same thing. And you know why that is? It's because you feel alone in all of it. You don't feel like you have the support that you need to get around it. And there are other forces in the way of trying to stop you if you think about it, when you allow yourself to get into the state of mind of like, what am I doing? And is this any good? And how is this da 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 da, like, how is this going to work for me? And am I really helping anybody? And this and this and this and this and this. Same things run through my mind. But if you let the devil catch you on a bad day, you already know what the 10 of Cups is. I know, man. I wish I could hug him every day. You already know what the 10 of Cups is. But you let the devil get you down. You got to be stronger than the devil. The Strength card and the devil came out on the 10 of Cups. Which one are you going to choose? How about that? How about that for some truth? You're not alone either. I know it feels like it sometimes. So we're all going to go over to Eric's channel and we're all going to see his amazing gift, watch all of his March videos because he's fantastic. And I tell him all the time. But you know what's funny is he does the same thing that I'll do the same thing to people that love me. I'm like, you only tell me that because you love me. Eric is divine conversations. Eric, what do you mean by what sign is he? Truth bombs. Yeah. You're so sorry to ask? Then don't ask. Oh, he's a Taurus in Western astrology. And he's an Aries in Vedic. I guess he probably could have answered that, but I know his chart probably better than he does some days. All right, Linda. Linda. Oh, Linda. Why do I feel like I'm shedding? All right. Okay. Are you on the path of self-love? Sounds like it to me. I think you already know the answer to that. I think you're on the path of self-love. Yes, yes, you are. Yeah, we don't like the all caps messages. It's okay, though. I forgive you. No big deal. I think, Linda, you're doing really, really good. You're doing better than you think you are. Well, let's put it that way. So I have the Queen of Pentacles. I have the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is where I feel like you don't think that you're doing very well. So to me, what you've done standing up for yourself and loving yourself, standing up for yourself and loving yourself is actually bringing you to the Ten of Pentacles. It's actually bringing you to a more consistent state of mind, a more grounded, consistent state of mind. So the wishy-washy, questioning yourself back and forth, this, I want you to kind of stop doing it because you need to get super honest with yourself and allow yourself to know that the universe is taking care of you. With Judgment here, you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Like, you've done the work that you can, and now it's time for the universe. If you look at that card, there's like a medicine dropper and that hand going down into that man's mouth. You're like being taken care of. Hi, Tammy. And with the Page of Swords, it's really, really time to get honest with yourself. Allow yourself to sit in a place of, I'm in charge of my life. I've taken care of my existence. And I know that the universe is in charge. I know that the universe is going to be there for me. Right? Does that make sense, Linda? I think that you already kind of knew that you were on a self-healing journey. I think that's why you asked, because you were already feeling it. So that self-love is, it's huge for you right now. Don't let yourself don't second guess the choices that you're making. Don't second guess the things that you're doing, the ideas that you, I think the burden that you're carrying right now is that you second guess yourself instead of just allowing yourself to believe and trust. One of the first steps to align, or one of the steps to becoming aligned within yourself is trusting yourself. Not only trusting the universe, but trusting yourself. And feeling it in your body. The choices that you're making, your body's never going to lie to you. If you need to make a choice in life and it's between this thing or this thing, then go with what makes you feel better physically. Because physically means your gut is reacting to it. Your heart is reacting to it. It's not just your mind. It's not just your head. I always tell people the only way that I make choices in my life now is if I'm at peace with it within my soul, because I know that I will have a physical reaction if it is not, if it's a toxic situation in any way, shape, or form, I will have a physical reaction to it because I know how to listen to my intuition. So allow yourself to, and if you need help with that, I do one-on-one coaching to help you come into alignment. And the only way that you're going to feel 100% better is if you trust yourself. So, yeah. I hope that helped. You're doing what you can. You're doing everything you need to do. All right, Catherine. And your last name, Ogletree, is that how you say that? I don't think you need to worry about that right now, honestly. I'm going to 100%. Oh, wow. You're welcome. It's okay, Eric. I kind of had a feeling. Owl in a tree. That's how you say it? All of the questions are closed for tonight. And they're not free. So the next time we do the session, you're welcome, Linda. The next time we do the session, you'll have to check the description box. Did you write your question in here, Catherine? Oh, good. Oh, that's what it means. Thank you, Palmer. I like your name. If I would have ever had a girl, I would have named her Palmer. Just saying. Hi, Stephanie. I'm not taking any more questions. I appreciate the donation. I'm not taking any more questions. And the description box will tell you how to get a question for the next session. I'm not taking any more questions, but thank you for the donation. Let's see. Getting a steady gig. Everybody that's come in a little bit later, we have rules. The rules to the chat to help with Betsy's energy is the description box will describe, right? The rules to the chat is if you ask a question over and over and over again after being told repeatedly that we are not taking any more questions and that the questions are not free, you will be muted. Not because we don't like you, but because it messes with my energy, and we all want Betsy's energy to stay nice and clean. Because, you know, I'm good to you guys. Steady gig for Catherine. I hate it when low vibe people don't help, but you know what? Allowing yourself to leave the low vibrational people will really help you. And Betsy Energy Management 101. That's so true. Oh man, that needs to be on a t-shirt. I'm going to make an Energy Management 101 t-shirt and put in the rules. So, Catherine, you're missing something here. I feel like you've already gotten a message from somebody, or you got an offer from somebody, or you talked to somebody about this. But with the Two of Swords, you're not really seeing it. It could be that you are so blinded by all the toxic stuff that's going on that you're not seeing the good things that are happening. I don't know if that's a possibility for you, but I get it. I feel like there is an energy shift that's happening for you. And I feel like it's going to be with somebody that you're very close with. Now, I have the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. But I don't feel like the Two of Cups is romantic. I feel like the Two of Cups is just a soul connection, because even though you're around a lot of low vibrational people, there's somebody that you can trust. And I kind of feel like they're supposed to be helping you with this, or they're going to be allowed to help you in this. Yeah, I think that you're already supposed to, you've already had a conversation with somebody, or there's a conversation. And is it that, okay, so even though you freelance, somebody wants to work with you. That's what's going to happen. Somebody wants to work with you because they see your fire. I don't know what this means. I don't know who it is. I don't think it's a love interest. I think that it's somebody who is on your wavelength. I think that's what the Two of Cups is saying. This Wheel of Fortune, you're not seeing this because it's like you've never thought of it before. You've never been like, oh yeah, I could totally work with that person. I could totally go that direction. I could totally do that thing, because you're so shut down by all the negative stuff that's happening around you. I want you to start to open up your eyes with the positive things that are going on, because there's something positive that's happening around you and you're not seeing it because, again, there is a stress level that you're holding on to. Thank you, Jenna Lynn. Thank you. Okay, so you gotta, okay, so that is where you're blocking yourself, right? You are afraid. The reason why you're not opening up and you're not trusting is because you're afraid that just because it's happened before, that it's going to happen again. That's what the Nine of Swords is. But again, look, he's got his, like, he's covering his face up with his, like, he's not even looking. How can you be afraid of something you can't even see? How can you be afraid of something that hasn't even happened yet? Fear is a great paralyzer, but it can also be a great motivator. When you're afraid of something that's not going to happen, or afraid of something that hasn't even happened yet, how the hell are you going to do anything in your life? And if you're freelance, you got to take risks. So you have to work through that fear of wasting time. Just because you think this is going to be another waste of your time, so what? If it is a waste of your time, go back to the drawing board until you figure it out. Until you learn the lesson, the same lesson is going to keep on coming back. And this lesson of you thinking that you're going to waste your time, that's why you're not getting anything steady, because you're not even taking a risk to put yourself out there. It's not going to come and knock on your door and be like, hey, Catherine, I'm steady. I'm here to work for you. No, that's not the way it works. You have to put yourself out there. Well, fear, Tamika, is the leading cause of blocking your blessings and manifestation. The leading cause. All right, Nick. What does the universe want Nick to know? Good night, Sylvia. Thank you for being here. Okay. So when you're making the choice, Catherine, to put yourself out there, you're welcome. When you put yourself out there, Catherine, and you're making that choice, make sure you're really, really listening to yourself. Okay. Listen, like I said, listen to your body when you're making, like I said to Linda, listen to what your body is saying. Your body is going to tell you whether it's a good situation or not. Even if you're on the phone, if your intuition automatically is like, man, this isn't going to be a good situation, the vibration that's around you, when you continuously think that you're going to be attacked by a negative vibration, that's what you're going to be attracting. Because your fear is that you're going to keep on getting this negative, 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 negative. So allow yourself. Shy. I am kind of tired. Can you tell? Can you tell? Shy. Oh my God, Cheyenne, you've made me laugh from the very beginning. Thank you. All right, Nick. What does the universe want you to know? I'm going to shuffle these like this a little bit before I... But that's the thing, Catherine, is if you try and force it, the harder it's going to be to manifest it. So what do I do when I need to pay bills and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to pay bills? I sit back and I say, all right, universe, I trust you. If I'm not supposed to pay this bill, if I'm supposed to be in a different apartment, if I'm supposed to have a different phone plan, if I'm supposed, you've got to know that the more you force something, the more you force yourself into something, the harder it's going to be to get what the universe actually wants for you. You need to listen a little bit. You need to trust and listen a little bit. And just kind of well, I don't know. You could always just get a PayPal account. Do it. You're welcome. Jade, all of the questions are closed. We've been saying that all night. Even if you sent $30, you're going to have to wait until the next session. Please email me. Sorry, we've been saying it all night, and especially this late into it. Sorry, Palmer. All right, Nick. I don't know what you need to be really honest with yourself about something. I know that things are really rough right now. Yeah, really. It's been said several times, and usually by this late in the readings, all of the spots have been full for a very long time, for a while, for like over an hour. Usually they're full within like the first 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Oof, Nick. Okay. So you can email, and if you read the description, we've said it several times, so I'm not going to refund it. So you can wait until the next session, which will probably be this weekend sometime. Okay. I have the Tower. This one is really, oof. And the Moon. This is heavy, Nick. I don't know what you're going through. The Five of Pentacles and the Death card. There's a really big transition that's happening with you right now. And I know things are really, really heavy, but I need you to not get into, like, this Five of Pentacles state is making it worse. And I can understand why. Like, with how heavy this energy is that's out here on the table, I can understand why. Thanks. Jade, if you want to email me so I make sure to have you on the list for next time, that's great. Nick is in the chat. Yes. Even if you can't see what's going on, I need you to trust that it's going to be okay. It's really, really heavy. Like, it's kind of painfully heavy. Like, there's something that is, I need you to know that it's going to be okay. This, yeah. All of this has to happen in order to get everything you want. Okay? So the Nine of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups is the wish card. You can get everything you want, but something had to be cleared out of your life first. Does this make sense, Nick, at all? Am I making any sense? Because I don't want to be like just saying things and the transition that you're going through is going to help you out of the Five of Pentacles state. It could be coming. I don't think you see it. Whatever it is, you're not seeing it. But I also kind of feel like you need to be honest with yourself. Do you have a Scorpio in your life, or are you a Scorpio? It feels kind of heavy. It feels like there's, let's see what the Moon is. I don't know what card that was. Oh, Are you feeling like you're kind of in a lack mentality right now? Like you are having a really rough time moving things forward, getting things going. You're going through a transitional period? Because this tower could have already happened to you. It may have been that it already happened and that it's not coming up. Do you feel like you're going through a transformational period? Because there's this lack mentality that's here, but for some reason on the other side of it is everything that you've ever wanted or everything that you're wishing for. It's like you needed to kind of be broken down to be built back up, if that makes sense. You feel in between. So okay. You know what, Nick? It's so interesting because I kind of feel like, so with the moon, you got to get honest with yourself. Okay, so that's what this tower was, but now you're kind of in like there's something that you're holding on to that's really emotional still. And it's something that you're holding on to that made you feel like a big piece of crap in your past. And I got to say that this needs to clear out. I mean, this needs to clear out in order for you to rebuild things and get to the 9 of Cups. I feel like, are you wanting to start a new project? I feel like there's a new project on the horizons. Yes, but all the questions are full. You're moving to a new location. Okay, so you are rebuilding. That's fantastic. Did you just, you're going to get some good news. I don't know if that is the new place, that the good news is the new place. Whatever that's happening right now, whatever that, okay, so you're moving to, oh, that's interesting. I know somebody else that's moving to Sedona this year in May, though. I feel like you need to know that you're on the right path. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're following your soul's guidance, and that's the best thing for you. I feel like you're going to get some more good news. I don't know if you're waiting to hear something else, but whatever it is that you're waiting to hear about, or in the next couple of months, I feel like you're going to get some more good news. So things are looking up. This is a past thing. During this transitional time, though, of everything that's going on, I want you to be really honest about your emotions. I want you to like, and I'm not even just saying, I'm not saying to just like cry it out or whatever. Like, I want you to put a name to, I want you to put a name to your emotions. I want you to like actually give them life, if you will. And it's okay to feel in between a new journey. Like, you know, we all have to, and that's the transition that you're going through. That might also be that lack mentality that you're going through, because you're like, there's the old journey and the new journey is just like, you can see it in the horizon, but you're like, how, you know, I mean, how long is it? I feel like I've been waiting forever. Sometimes we have to be in limbo, and Mercury retrograde is going to make you feel like you're in limbo. And that's okay. It's okay to feel like you're in limbo. Things are still moving forward. Okay. So, and I do feel like you're going to get some other good news coming to you. So just because I mean, it's like we do that pendulum swing, you know, you get really, really, really excited, or you're really, really, really sad. Like, why can't we just be in the middle? Why can't we just be okay with life and like living in the present moment right now? Why is that a bad thing? You know? So, yeah. That's all I got for you. It's a good place to be. I mean, things don't always have to be dramatic. Why do we always got to be living in drama? I like it when my life is quiet. It's my favorite time. But you are balanced. But that's the thing, is you don't know what balance feels like, so you don't realize that right now you are balanced. Believe it or not. You saying, what was the word that you used? You're in between. You saying that you're in between is actually balanced. Believe it or not. So it doesn't have to be like, yes, 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 run, 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 or stop completely. Just be where you are. Just be present. Stop and smell the roses. We don't do that very often. I love you guys. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Cal, for working so hard in the chat. I really, really appreciate it. You know what, David? My relationship right now is separated by 1,100 miles. And I am at complete peace with it. So sounds like there needs to be some alignment going on there. It doesn't bother me one bit. I mean, I would like for him to be closer. It's not that I want him to stay 1,100 miles away forever, but that's okay. I hope you come back next time, and I hope that you are able to get a question next time. If you click the little bell next to the subscription box, man, who came in here and gave me five thumbs downs? That's not nice. And for all of those that were asking about the tarot readings, there are tarot card readings that I'm doing the tarot class on Sunday. This Sunday, there are a couple of spots left. Thank you guys. I love you so much. Have a really, 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 really good night or day, wherever, depending on where you are in the world. Bye.